Hello there, my very good friends. On today's wrestling news, we're going to talk about those rumours of Vince McMahon returning to WWE Creative.
I've got a backstage update on WWE's plans for Trish Stratus's return.
Tony Khan's important announcement was revealed on Dynamite.
And Forbidden Door 2, unrelated, has been revealed. Possibly.
Sort of.
I'm Will Ward.
Yeah, there's a lot of sort ofs today, isn't there?
This is the news.
All right, let's
Oh my
begin.
God!
I was going to say, let's begin with the looming evil over my shoulder. What a horrendous picture.
Why is that a thing on the internet?
Jesus, Fenton. Right, Vince McMahon, is he back on WWE Creative? This was a topic of conversation online yesterday, right? The short answer is no,
Yes.
It seems, which is obviously quite relieving. However, this was... Yeah, loads of people were talking about this. So Sean Ross Sapp tweeted that somebody within WWE had told him that they believed that Vince had returned to the company's creative, but he was unable to confirm that. Now, a few hours later, after consulting with WWE sources, Sean also noted that sources within WWE that would be in the position to know tell Fightful Select that these fears are unfounded. We couldn't get any confirmation on the talent spheres, as noted in the original post. Wade Keller of Pro Wrestling Torch also kind of moved in and went by tweeting, I was flat out told today that Vince McMahon is not involved in WWE Creative. Brian Alvarez, speaking about it on Wrestling Observer Live, he said he'd had a bunch of people come to him and ask if Vince was back on creative after Omos versus
Yeah, that makes sense.
Brock Lesnar was kind of nudged towards on Raw, which, yep, that adds up, like you say. But his view is that when Vince is back on creative, you will know for sure by watching the show, which is dead right. So there you are. Now, Vince obviously... came back into WWE by essentially blackmailing them in January, saying that he wouldn't consent to any new rights, fees, negotiations, or the sale of the company unless he was brought back in as executive chairman. Triple H has mentioned previously that Vince sometimes gives him ideas, but he has final say. I feel like stories like this are going to come up like once a month or even more frequent for as long as Vince is back there. This is inevitable, but I'm glad that he isn't writing the shows because the shows are a lot better than when this demented old creep was at the helm.
Yeah, absolutely. I've made a big change this year, Andy, and I've stopped looking at my phone, or specifically Twitter, in the morning, because I used to wake up, look at my phone, see something, probably wrestling related, and get really angry. So I stopped doing that, and honestly, I've never felt better.
Yeah.
However, last night, I was mainly tagging you in an eel-related post on Twitter.
Standard.
Quickly refreshed and saw the first half of Sean's tweet and went, what? And then I just laid awake for most of the night worrying about this creepy old bastard coming back. But it is a massive relief. Like you say, the almost Brock Lesnar thing probably added some fuel to that fire. But, yeah, please... There was the relief when he left, then the panic when he came back for the sale, $9 billion or whatever he wants for it, and then that's kind of dissipated, and then it's always a potential thing, but hopefully now, he's being kept at arm's length, because I really think that it's been a vast improvement since Triple H taken over, although that was a very low bar to clear, granted.
Yeah, get him in the bin as soon as possible, please.
But plans do still change on Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown and NXT as well.
And NXT Level Up.
Indeed.
And Main Event.
Because we reported the other day, Trish Stratus was backstage in Ottawa, Canada, when they were there for Monday Night Raw, and then she wasn't used. And now they've set up Becky Lynch and Lita versus Dakota Kai and Io Sky of Damage Control for the tag titles next week. Yes.
Yeah.
But the original plan was Trish Stratus appearing on Bayley's Ding Dong Hello before, according to Fightful Select, no crap, just sap, creative plans changed within WWE. No word on what prompted WWE to change their minds or why Trish left, although she probably went, well, if you don't need me, I might as well
Probably.
see you later.
Probably.
Whether or not this big angle with Trish is still going to happen is kind of a bit unclear. The relationship between Stratus and WWE is believed to be fine.
Yeah,
She was going to do something with Becky Lynch, I think.
Yeah. So, like, that could have been anything, really. That could have been singles, that could have been tag team, yeah, a lot of people kind of latched onto the first Fightful report on this and went, oh, Trish went home because plans changed and she was pissed.
Yeah.
No indication of that whatsoever. To be fair, if I was there and they went, hey, buddy, we don't need you anymore, I'd probably go, oh, cool, I'm going to go home. Like, that's what I would do.
I think she's seen quite enough Monday Night Raw in her life.
Yeah, she's it's not her first rodeo, is it? So I'd like to see her. I hope they do go back and bring her back because I like Trish. She's really good.
Well, I may have something to cheer you up regarding that, suggested in our Twitter questions a little bit later on.
Oh, very nice.
Or just have a match with Bayley because I'd like that too.
That'd be good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go over to AEW. Tony Khan was teasing. He called it an important announcement.
Was it CM Punk coming back? Was it Kenny Omega leaving the company? Was it Forbidden Door 2?
With different laugh for
it was.
everyone.
They said important, not major.
Okay, it was actually a big time signing.
The eel is all
eel.
All eel
eat. I actually made a graphic for
What
this
does the
guy.
eel eat? Just cocaine?
Cocaine, yeah, he's a prick.
I could say something about that in it, but I'm not going to.
He's a real terrible man. Right. They announced the Docuseries. We should have seen this coming.
Yeah.
This was hidden in plain sight. It was reported last October that AEW and Warner Bros. Discovery were working on some kind of behind-the-scenes Docuseries. So what? No one called this, and we should have.
Yeah.
It was right there. But basically, Tony was on the show, but he quickly threw it over to Adam Cole, which is probably wise.
If we could do that on the news, we'd do it every single day of the week.
Exactly. Like, because Tony's a good wrestling promoter, but speaking on television, maybe not one of his strong cards.
Well, he's going to be speaking in a short while when I read a quote of his.
Of course he is. Cole kind of did the honors. It's going to have him, obviously, Britt Baker, the Young Bucks, Saraya, a bunch of other people, Sammy, Ty, lots of people.
Outrunners.
Eddie Kingston. It's unscripted, kind of 1 hour series airing immediately after Dynamite on a Wednesday evening, AEW All Access. We don't have an exact debut date, but it's going to be sometime in March. Cole also said, interestingly, remember, he hasn't wrestled since June. He's going to return to the ring on the night that show debuts. So that's cool, that's nice.
Bit annoyed it wasn't a Revolution, but fine.
Yeah.
And we don't need any more matches on that card.
Yeah.
Keep saying that.
That's the thing. We've got a 1 hour main event, brother. There's like a press release out there. I'm not going to read the whole thing. It's on our website, but those are the details of the story. That was the announcement. There you go.
Yeah, disappointing, obviously, because I was expecting Jay White is all elite or something like that. But, like you say, you should learn from these sorts of things. And it was right there for all of us. And, hey, could be worse. Could be that bloody slap fight program. So I'm really happy about that.
Collaboration. Slap fight live at Revolution. I think at this point, if you're getting mad online about these announcements when they don't live up to expectations that you've set, that's probably on you at this stage. It's a bit silly to me. I think that's a waste of your energy. Also, it's not like they bigged it up constantly. He literally said it once on Rampage, and then he put it in the graphic, and that was it. It's not like all week he was going, I'm going to huge and it's going to change the game. It's going to completely revolutionize pro wrestling. No, it's just like, I'm going to make an important announcement, and this probably is important to AEW and the TV network because it's a new show on that TV network that shows they've got a good relationship. And also, it's very likely the Warner Bros. Discovery went, hey, we're announcing a new show on our network. We're announcing that on our network. You can't just do a little tweet.
Do it. Exactly.
Yeah, like, come on. Like, people are very silly online about Tony Khan. A lot. And most things. Yes. I am too, admittedly. But
plus, Adam Cole could come up to me and say, I've just burned down your childhood home. And I'd go, thanks very much,
fair
Adam
play.
Cole.
Yeah. No worries, Adam.
I'd get lost in his eyes.
Sounds mate, aye. On you go, pal.
But if you're wondering about Forbidden Door, it could well be taking place on Saturday the 25th. It's a new date in the calendar.
The 25th?
The 24th of June. And now this isn't 100%, by the way. This isn't Tony Khan's follow-up announcement or something like that. This information, Andy, comes from Spectrum, whose listings currently have Forbidden Door 2 marked down on that date. There's no announcement from AEW, no announcement from New Japan, although Tony Khan, on a recent In the Click podcast, which is one of the best podcasts out there, that isn't ours. Big announcement coming. Major announcement about the WhatCulture Wrestling podcast coming tomorrow. It's just going to be us showing off, to be perfect. It's nothing's changing, don't worry.
But I can't believe you said the word announcement. I thought you were gonna buy WWE.
We're taking over all of the podcasts. But yeah, Tony Khan said, we always big up to this big event, AEW New men coming together for Forbidden Door, and the Forbidden Door one was such a big success. We're looking forward to doing it again. They sent a lot of their top stars to AEW and Ring of Honor. I love working with them. It's been a great relationship, and there's been a lot of trust between the parties.
I didn't make out a single word of that. But
Yeah, he's happy with the working relationship, I think.
I heard a bunch of Tony there.
I've got so red in the face, I can tell. How does he do it?
How do you do it?
Yeah.
This would add up. The last Forbidden Door was the 26th of June, so 24th. Saturday night, one day earlier. Cool. They announced Forbidden Door 1 in April last year, so maybe an announcement will be forthcoming. It's probably a bit annoying from the company's standpoint that it's just appeared on a pay-per-view listing here before they could break the news. But look, I thought the first Forbidden Door was the wrestling show of the year last year. I thought the build was a bit crap, but on the night it didn't matter because the show kicked serious ass. Hopefully there's a bit of a better build to this one, but I won't care in the end if the show kicks serious ass.
If that is the case, does that mean it's Forbidden Door and then the weekend after Money in the Bank in the UK?
Oh man, that's a good couple of weeks.
Woo!
That's a good couple of weekends.
Ow!
Wow.
How do wrestlers do that?
What's your most wanted match for Forbidden Door 2?
The Outrunners versus Okada and whoever he wants to tag with. Doesn't matter.
Fair enough.
Turb's going to kick his ass.
Yano.
I just want to see more of the Outrunners on television, mate. I don't know what to tell you.
Oldest man alive. No, youngest man alive. The oldest man alive is through there. Julia versus Jamie Hayter for me. One for the nerds. One for the nerds.
Right, let's move on to your Twitter questions at WhatCulture WWE. Of course, if you want to get in touch with us. First question today comes from John Harrison. Thanks as always for the question, John.
The riff guy. Yeah. The guitar guy.
John writes, "Good Thursday, boys."
Is it a good Thursday?
Always a good Thursday.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Do you think Cody's title reign will be a long one, or do you think it'll be a quick loss followed by a year-long Cody showcase, fighting his way back to the top? Have a great day. Peace and love. Peace and love, brother.
I don't think it'll be as long as Roman's long-ass title reign, put it that way. Look, I love title reigns of that epic length, but you don't need to do it every time, of course. I think he'll have a decent length, for sure. I think that the story of him fighting back and rising up and all that stuff, I think we're in it right now. So I don't think that they would go back to that, if he has a short reign so soon. I think he'll hold it for about 6 months to a year, and I think it'll rock.
Yeah, he could well drop it the next WrestleMania. I think it all depends on how the fans receive him. We saw how that changed throughout his time in AEW. Maybe they'll be tempted to do something with Sammy down the line. Who knows? Maybe with the Money in the Bank briefcase, as I keep campaigning for. Maybe he is corrupted by the title. And then someone has to take it off him at next year's WrestleMania. I don't know.
Corrupted by the title?
I don't know. But I sense he's going to hold it past SummerSlam, where I hope he faces someone like Gunther, if I'm honest.
That would be really, 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 really cool. Yeah, Cody Chaos can never be ruled out, man.
No.
Like, this man he's so silly, Cody. I love him. He's the most wrestling man to ever be a wrestling man, I think. And you never know when he's going to do something completely mental, and the fans are just like, hold on a minute, you're a weirdo.
And if you think, right, everything seems to have calmed down a little bit now, you've always got the wild card that is Brandy.
Oh, man.
Love Brandy.
Get everyone in.
Yes.
Get the whole family in. Let's go. Every roads. Pharaoh, Liberty.
Yeah, just please
Dustin.
watch out with the pyro, because I know you like pyro again now, and Pharaoh definitely doesn't.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, let's do it. But just, come on. Be chaotic. Let's go. Let's go.
I just thought of Brock and Cody. And I know Brock always in and around the title picture, but...
That would be so good. Oh, boy.
Mainly for Brock and Pharaoh as part of the build. Do a gauntlet. Anyway, Boots Magoo gives us our second question today, Andy. Boots Magoo.
Oh, Boots, okay.
Who writes, "Hello, gents, long-time fan, first-time tweet. Thank you very much. Regarding the women's tag team titles, is it out of the realms of possibilities for a TLC triple threat at WrestleMania 39?
I don't think it's out of the realms of possibility. Why the hell not? Why the hell not?
Yeah.
Do something fun with it, right? Like that. It's a set of belts that haven't necessarily been given much of a platform over the years, regardless of who has held them. So yeah, why the hell not? Let's just do a crazy, chaotic, wild TLC match. Why not?
Yeah, I really like the idea. I mean, it's not me having to take the bumps, to be fair. So.
Yeah, well, true.
But like, what you could have Becky and Lita, who are the new champs because they went off Dakota and Io. That's probably what's going to happen, let's be perfectly honest. Ronda and Shayna sound like they're going to be in the tag title match. I feel like Dakota and Io shouldn't just be like, well, you lost the titles 3 weeks or whatever it is before WrestleMania, see ya. And then You need a partner for Trish Stratus. Who we picking?
Oh, that's a good point.
Ooh, Nia Jax.
Nia
Nia Jax.
Why?
Yes.
Why?
Bring her home.
Who should team with, actually? Does he get Bailey split up damage control? I don't know, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, sorry, Bailey's not in that. So Bailey and Nia Jax, Trish and...
Albert. She managed him, back in the day.
Yeah.
TNA.
Yeah.
That's how she came through.
It's a very good point, that.
Yeah, obviously not Albert. We're joking.
Yeah. I don't know. Let us know in the comments.
Albert. Albert, Kane's best singles opponent.
Ooh. Alberta Booze Cruise gives us our final question of the day. A little bit of a sneak peek ahead of Friday's weird and wacky questions. Make sure you send them on. What are we doing it this week? Twitter or community section?
Community work.
Community. Okay, so check out the YouTube community page.
Yes. Remind me to post.
Also, little clue, when Andy posts a picture of a crocodile with a speech bubble, maybe don't say, do you think you should do Roman and Sammy again at WrestleMania? We want weird questions.
I love it. I love everyone who takes the time to send their fancy bookings and stuff in. But when
Friday, we don't do that.
When the alligator's literally saying, hey guys, Flatty here, the tone's a little different on a Friday, my friends.
But yeah, sort of related to that, Alberta Bruce Cruz just asks, so, what does Casual Friday look like in the WhatCulture building?
We just dress the same, don't we?
Well, most of us do. Adam Nicholas comes in topless on a Friday, which is a real treat for all of us. And Josh Brown, well, how would you describe what Josh Brown wears on a
skater indie goth? That's Josh Brown in a nutshell.
Shannon wants to mock up an image of the WhatCulture office on Casual. Also, we always wear our Zubars as well, don't we?
I wear those. I'm wearing them right now.
I've genuinely got some great use out of them recently.
Have you?
They're so comfy.
They're really nice. I've got
my chill wear.
I am the god of lounge trousers, lounge pants. Oh my god, so many different pairs, and I rotate them. So the Zubas will have their moment, but it's not quite there yet. But they will get there because I love them.
I'm going back to my old uni town this weekend, and I'm going to stride down that street in my Zubars and my light sheet steel. The wrestling vintage T-shirt I've got.
I'm gonna go to the gym tonight wearing those, a luminous vest, a bum bag, a fanny pack, and a bandana.
I love a bum bag.
I've got one.
The fact that they came back.
I've got one. I love a bum bag too.
You call them fanny packs in America.
Pack. Some people are cool and wear them across their body.
No.
Not me. I'm going full Midwest dad when I'm wearing that, bad lad.
The only one who can pull that off is Alex when he was at Glastonbury, the lad who got on stage with Dave to do Thiago Silva. I watched that again last night. It's so good.
Alex and Dave. What a boy.
What a weird... Oh, who did you see at Glastonbury? Alex and Dave. Did you see any bands or anything?
Yeah, I'm more fond of Chaz and Dave myself. Have you ever heard their song Big Fat Rat?
Yes.
Well, one of them lives outside our building right now, doesn't he? Scurrying around the bin.
Go listen to some Dave
That's a shoot. There's a rat kicking around here somewhere.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's not in the building.
It's not in me kitchen, but what are we going to do?
We're just a big fat rat. Whip, boom. Sometimes I like to hit it.
It's a Chaz and Dave day in the office, isn't it?
No.
Final. Here's the thing. I never thought I'd get to a point where I was reading tweets from the, let's say, former Donovan dickhead as part of the And Finally. But here we are. All these wrestlers complaining about their ratings in 2K23. All I know is WWE games better not rank this bitch T-Bar higher than a 46. Dijak, I like Dijak, and I've changed my mind on him.
He's got patter.
Yeah.
I liked his middle finger when it was all broken post and stuff.
That Wes Lee match kicked ass.
Kicked ass. Did you see Gunfer's rating?
So let us know your thoughts on everything in the... What are you thinking? Why has no one put their hand up and gone, really?
That was silly, but they did correct it, so fortunate. Anyway, let's wrap this up.
Yes, let us know your thoughts on, not on that, but on Dijak's thing and the eel becoming all elite in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe. Subscribe to WhatCulture Wrestling wherever you get your podcasts from for daily wrestling podcasts. Myself and the Dally Boys sitting down to review AEW Dynamite a little bit later on today. And of course, Simon Miller will bring you ups and downs on this very channel soon too. Thoughts, Twitter questions? No, that's the YouTube community. Thoughts at WhatCulture WWE. Watch there, you can follow both of us. You can follow Andy Murray at
Andy H. Murray. The H stands for Hoop31, Guardians of the Gallic Hoop. It's me, the eel, you, and not him, obviously.
Andre the Giant with one arm.
Andre the Giant with a barbed wire baseball bat for an arm. There you go.
Follow me on Twitter at Adam Wilborn.
That's
Follow us all at WhatCulture WWE, and make sure you check out the YouTube community page a little bit later on today for your wacky Friday questions.
Sweaty Billy Gunn. There you go.
He's a sweaty boy.
He's a sweaty boy.
Right, this has been the news. My thanks to Andy Murray. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you soon.
Scissor that.